Hi, this is David with entry number 726. I'm here, sorry about the backlighting, it's killing the exposure, but I'm here crossing these dangerous streets and I've decided to record in the middle of a busy walking area for some reason. So I apologize if the video quality suffers or you have to see me at a bad angle like now. Feeling good. Weather's good, so there's nothing to complain about. I just experienced something very good, and that was a food. A food. And there's like a lot of. I found this ramen place that is unlike other ramen places in Seoul because one, the major thing is that it does not do pork-based soup. Typically in Korea, which also I guess around the world, currently I think ramen is mostly associated with, Japanese ramen is mostly associated with pork broth ramen, known as tonkotsu, which means pork bone. And really there's like a lot of different kinds, but in Korea I haven't really had any luck experiencing very many other kinds, and if you do find the other ones, they're not very good at all. So the other day I found this one, and surprisingly it's very good, and it's in like a terrible location, like any good ramen place should be, and it's very interesting to try this place. The guy who owns it built the place from the ground up, and bought the kind of franchise rights from his master teacher or his sensei in Japan, who he lived there for about 8 years, I think he said, or 10 years, and he decided to become a ramen guy. And he said that he actually owns the property, I think, or his family or something is from Japan, so that he's able to have I don't know if it's dual citizenship, but at least own property in both countries. And he set up this ramen place here, and it is very good. It's all chicken based, so it's light. The big problem I have with tonkotsu, or the pork ramen, is that it's very heavy. It almost makes you feel like exhausted after you eat it, literally, like you're thirsty, and it's kind of like an uncomfortable feeling. But this place does really light styles. One is called shio, and that means salt, and the other one's shoyu, which means soy sauce. And they're both very light. The shio is obviously the lightest of all. And it's very simple. He dresses them very simply. He doesn't put like any gratuitous egg on it like a lot of places do. And the only knock I really have against it is I think it should be priced closer to 7,000 won, but he charges 8. And then he has a couple like kind of off-menu ramens that, sorry about the noise, compressor. He has a couple off-menu ramens that he has, well, I guess he only tells you to them if you ask for them. And that is now I've forgotten what they're called. There's like a premium shoyu, which uses a different cut of meat and eggs. Then there's also a, what would you call it? Oh, what I had today. And it's called a paitan ramen. And the big difference with paitan is that the broth is simmered for hours. And it's chicken still, but instead of going for like 2 or 3, it's going for like 8. And what that does is that it basically like renders all the protein and intermuscular fats and all this stuff into the water, and what you get is like a very, very, very rich soup. Probably, I would say about twice as rich as any matzo ball soup or chicken soup I've ever had in the U.S. It's kind of actually, you know what it's like? This might sound bad, but it's a bit like Campbell's condensed soup. So it's like extremely thick, but it doesn't taste as artificial per se as Campbell's does, but it's a very good experience, and it's a little expensive, but very worth it if you're getting it like once a week or so. Yeah, so that was it. It was a really good experience. The guy's really cool. He speaks Korean, obviously, and Japanese, obviously, and a little bit of English. So, like most Koreans I've met, he says his English is terrible, but he actually speaks pretty decent English, enough to conversate a little bit. He actually just was in Tokyo over the weekend, getting some supplies and stuff, and going to like a class. And so the Python ramen he gave me was like a revamped version. It's like a Python Mark II, and it was very good. Like, I forgot the word he used, but it's like a word that means like makes you want to eat more, and it definitely made me want to eat more. You know, it's very good, but I guess the second kind of minor quibble I would have with the ramen is that it's a bit small in proportions. Like, I literally eat it and I can finish the bowl in 3 minutes or less, and you know, it's kind of expensive for 3 minutes, but it's worth it. It is worth it, I'll say that for sure. Anyway, that's about it for today. It's not cold at all. It's basically like balmy, I would describe it as, and feeling good. Bye bye.